We return here on MLB Tonight, and look at the players who have not hit home runs as of yet. It's like an all-star team for the last decade. Jesse Winker, big power hitter. Adam Duvall, both of those guys on the All-MLB Now team, by the way. You guys are scrapping. But we hit for contact, so we're not worried. We don't need the power. But look, Semien Betts, Joey Votto, Chris Bryant, Paul Goldschmidt. Yeah, Joey Gallo in there, but no home runs. Plate appearances, and that's the number of home runs on that right-hand side that they have there. Yeah, home runs seem to be down. Now, it's April, it's cold, there's lots of games out there, about 40 degrees, and it's raw
Short
and all
spring
that.
training.
True. And yet, look, over the last few years, we've seen different, I don't know how to describe it, flight patterns in the baseball. Sometimes it carries, sometimes it drops. What are you seeing?
I'm seeing that there's 30 humidors now in every Major League ballpark. Guys, I'd lived the humidor experience, and I think it's real. I think when balls are stored in a consistent pattern, it affects ball flight. So we put the humidor in Colorado in 2002. I mean, you could look at the players. Maybe these are the pitchers. Maybe they got better. That'd be a big reach and to some degree. But look at the precipitous drop in home runs. Look at just from 01 to 02. And then it got further and further the more the humidor had an effect. It had a dramatic effect on ball flight in Colorado where you have absolutely no mass of air at all. You put a humidor in some ballparks that are a little bit heavier in moisture to begin with. Mm-hmm. I have found the weight of the ball is 5 to 5 1/4. I have found, BK and Mark, that any variance in the weight of the ball does directly correlate to ball flight.
Okay.
And so I think the humidors, uniforming it and having all 30 teams store the balls in a uniform environment has affected the flight of ball. And also, if they're not wound the same, if the 108 stitches are wound a little bit looser, I think it affects ball flights too.
Well, there's lots of things that we've had through the studies the last few years with the baseball. Lots of things can affect it. Take a look what the numbers say, though, right now. And I know there's a lot of numbers on this chart, but look over to the right side at the home runs for fly ball percentage. Maybe gives you a better idea. In 2018, it was 12. It was 14 in 2019, about 13 in 2021.
Big difference.
And now it's down to 10. That's 10%, the home run for fly ball percentage. You can see slugging is down as well. And there's lots of variances in this, and it's extremely early and all that. Runs per game is down. It doesn't sound like the runs. It's like the runs are not coming from home runs. Well, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. We want to see balance in the game. Are we seeing a lot of, I have seen this, just doing a lot of MLB Tonights out here, Mark, where we've said, like, yeah, ball's just not traveling today. Seems to be happening a lot.
I also think there's a chance, because of the shortened spring training, we've seen a lot of starting pitchers starting the season 60 pitches, 70 pitches, 75 pitches. Guys are facing a lot more relievers, guys who are coming in one inning, throwing 95 to 100. You're not seeing the starting pitchers giving up maybe those home runs they may have given up in pitches 80 to 100. And instead, you're getting a bunch of hard-throwing relievers coming in that maybe don't give up as many home runs. Just a theory. I have no idea.
You're right,
Plenty works, baby.
Dan's humidor theory sounds more logical to me.
Velocity has jumped, though. Again, we're seeing an increase in velocity this year. The average velocity this year is 93.8. I mean, it's like crazy. I mean, we are getting to a point now where the average fastball is 94 miles an hour. Yeah. I'll say that again, average.
Right.
So that means you have guys that are throwing a lot harder than that. I think you couple all of it together, BK. The only concern I had on that board was the average. And so if the average is going up and home runs are going down, I'm good with that.
That's right.
Because that means there's more balls put in play.
Right.
The game is way more exciting.
But where's the average? Like 230?
It's I think it's the lowest since 1968.
Yeah.
So that's not good.
Which was, the Marianas Trench of batting average back then for anything offensive. You just want a balance in the game.